Go out for a short ride on Hazel here, my Royal Enfield Classic 350. We're going to discuss today's topic, which is going to be, can you take a long distance tour, a ride on a Classic 350? So stick around. Get my gloves on because I don't want to freeze my hands. Question of the day, Mike, can you get your fat ass around your own car? The answer is yes, you can. Good grief, look at that tree. Isn't that beautiful? The wine garden. My favorite hooch store. If you're ever in St. Clair Shores, go hit up Tony. He knows his way around bourbon pretty damn well. Actually, there's a whiskey bar hidden in the back. You gotta go through the freezer, called the Best Kept Secret. I guess it's not the best kept secret anymore since I just told everybody about it. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Mike here. A bit of a change. I am on Hazel, going for a ride. Can you do long distance touring on a Royal Enfield Classic 350? Too long didn't read. A TLDR is yes, you can. There you go. All done. See ya. Thanks for watching. It makes a good little bike to go touring on if you ride it within a certain expectation. In stock form, it's fairly gutless. I'm not sure if I would have taken this bike on a tour in its stock configuration. My bike is not stock, has a bunch of parts I bought from Hitchcock's and I installed it all myself. I talked about this in my Classic 350 thoughts and review video. You should go check that out if you want to hear what my ramblings are about my own bike and experiences after a year of ownership. In this case, we are mainly going to focus on the touring aspect of it. So this is post-modification. There's a claimed 8 horsepower increase. I can tell you for a fact that I feel every bit of it, but it's all mid-range power. Look at that view. See, it's a bit windy today. You can see the chop on the water. That mid-range punch made all the difference by doing those mods. After that, then I'm like, you know, this bike's got enough legs on it. When I went touring this past summer, and I'll post up some pictures of Hazel in the touring configuration, I went down to Ohio to visit my brother-in-law. He lives in Beaver Creek. And from there, I went east to Zanesville to hit up what's called the Triple Nickel, and that State Route 555 or 35s is the Triple Nickel, and it starts, the northern entrance is right around Zanesville, and it goes all the way down to the Ohio-West Virginia border. It just snakes out, and it's rolling hills. It's about 45-50 mile an hour, a lot of really slow double switchbacks and high camber turns, decreasing radius turns, like everything you can imagine. It is great. And the fact that it's so close and it's not busy, I've been to the Dragon down in Tennessee, North Carolina, and I can tell you for a fact, my opinion, the Triple Nickel's more fun because I don't have to deal with other idiots. It doesn't have as many drivers on it. It's way longer, but if you get a chance, go visit it. With this bike loaded down with all of its gear, like you saw in the pictures, I was still able to keep this bike under power and climb through the hills and really go through the S-turns and handle excellent. It was just surprising at how well it took that with all my gear on there. And me, I'm not a light dude. I weigh like 225 pounds. I don't know how many stone that is for my UK viewers, but it means Mike's a fat ass. Hazel just ate it all up and kept giving back more. It was really cool. I had a group of 3 guys on Harley Baggers trying to, I don't know if they were trying to pass me. They kept accelerating and getting right on my ass. And I was able to keep a really good clip of speed to the point where they were having trouble keeping up. Because, you're talking about an 800-pound bike. Yeah, it's got a huge engine compared to the Classic 350. 800 plus pounds trying to slow itself down in those turns, where I just drop a couple gears on a rev match and then hammer it and pull myself through the turn. The Classic's just like right through, man. It just pulls. But I'm confident to say without the cam and those mods, you would not have that mid-range power, and you'd be constantly struggling for gears to try and keep it in power through the hills, which is why if you're going to do the long-range touring on the bike, A, plan on back roads and country roads, and B, I would probably do the tune. Everything that I did, the cat delete, the fuel enricher, the Fuel X Pro, the DNA air cleaner, and the cam, it's worth the money. It really helps this bike stretch its legs. All in, I had just over 800 miles over the course of about 4 days, 5 days. So I wouldn't do more than 200 miles personally on any bike because my lower back won't take it. I had no problem touring on this bike and on all the state route roads, and I looked for the twistiest ones I could find. And man, it was a joy. It makes me love this bike so much more that I have hardly ridden my Scout this year. That's how much I enjoy the Classic 350. Would I recommend the Classic 350 as a touring bike? As a dedicated touring bike? Probably not. You could strap a tent to it, some stuff in the backpack, you know, a little bit of camping gear. If you get the tail rack and a good set of saddlebags, you can go for a week or so, and you'll enjoy it. And the best part is you'll be getting ridiculous miles per gallon. Makes for a really cheap trip. I would say if you had to haul more gear, I'd probably look at something more like the Himalayan or another type of adventure bike. Yeah, I'm probably crazy to take this thing on a long tour, especially an 800-mile trip. There's something about this bike. There's something about these Classic 350s. Until you've ridden one or you own one, you just don't get it. They're fun to ride. They are ridiculously fun to ride. Can't be a wallflower, I'll tell you that. Every time I stopped, somebody was asking me about the bike. Granted, my personal opinion, I have the coolest one in the bronze and chrome. Someone's gonna stop you and ask you about your motorcycle. I get more questions, no kidding, absolutely the truth. I get more questions about the Classic 350 than I ever did about my Scout, even after I'd done all the modifications to the Scout. Yes, I just got a few closing thoughts on this. Yeah, Hazel has been a really good long-distance touring bike for me. I enjoyed riding it. I was just as comfortable on this as I was riding the Himalayans with Melly on long trips. Probably going to do it again. Almost guarantee I'm going to. The Tripper makes a really nice addition if you know how to use it. Once you figure it out, it's like an extension of Google Maps. And with that there and my phone on my phone mount, the USB charger on the left, underneath the left switch cube right there, you have everything you need to navigate. Heck, I even had room for my rain gear because I had a tail bag along with my sissy bar bag or my backpack. I had everything. So yeah, if you got a Classic 350, don't be afraid to take it out. Take it out on a long trip. Make it a weekend trip at first and get your legs, you know, figure out what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Take the bike out. Have fun with it. That's what they're made for. Well, I think this video's gone on long enough here. I'm trying not to bore everybody to death. Thank everybody for watching. It's really appreciated. Hopefully this was at least a little bit interesting as you guys came along on a ride with me. Always appreciate the feedback. Always appreciate the likes and the views and subscriptions, you know. So if you enjoyed the video, you know, give it the old thumbs up and all that crap so the algorithm knows that I exist. So any input, any feedback, I really enjoy it. I enjoy talking to the subscribers and the comments. Thanks everybody for watching. Until I see everybody again, ride safe.